methods to create immersive, sensory-driven learning environments. Shri Vyas is not only a trailblazer in experiential science communication, but also a bridge between ancient Indian knowledge systems, IKS, and modern astrophysics. His work has created a rare and vital cultural scientific continuum essential for building a scientifically empowered India. Over the course of his remarkable journey, he has directly impacted more than 2 lakh students and mentored over 10,000 teachers, fostering a sustainable scientific temper across generations. His resilience in the face of adversity, including navigating over 700 legal battles and enduring financial hardships, stands as a testament to his unwavering commitment to democratizing science. Through the Space Gurukul, Shri Tanmaye Vyas has established India's first immersive astronomy and space science studio, documented countless celestial events, and integrated Indian celestial narratives with modern astronomy. His disciples continue to carry forward his legacy, ensuring that astronomy is taught as a living wisdom rather than mere information. I request Shri Tanmay Vyas, a resilient educator and a science legend, to take the floor and guide us for the future path on Phantom of Sky. Sir, over to you.
Thank you so much. Was a little longer than what I expected that you'll be speaking about me. But with the starting off session itself, today I'm so much excited to talk about everything because recently in our museum, which is situated in Ahmedabad, is been visited by one of the most prestigious person so far as what we call in the space exploration, that is Ashok Chakra awardee Shri Shubhanshu Shuklaji. When he visited and when he said that I love this place and everyone should visit this place, so that makes us feel so proud that something that once upon a time that India was still struggling to come out of a routine, now entering into space age, is really very, very exciting to me because I started my astronomy when I was in 9th standard in 1982 with a small book. And so many students, they try to join astronomy and that nearly same age group even today. My today's session is as a fathom of the universe. That is, how vast the universe is. I cannot probably complete the vastness of the universe within a span of, I believe now 54 minutes. But I'll be just, giving you some bits and pieces of what it is about. I wish that since I can see some young student faces, I wish to know their questions before I stop my presentation. So I'll give 10 minutes to last 10 minutes as a question answer session. I'm not much, interested in telling what I did, but I'm for sure interested in telling you how vast this universe is. If we talk about the universe, so as I said that Shubhanshu sir came to our gallery. He was really happy and enjoyed the near duplicate place where he went up there as a International Space Station person from India as the first person. On my left corner of the screen, you can see that Shubhanshuji is standing with me in one of the small module that we have created in his name as ISS with Shubhanshu Shukla Gallery, where he was so happy to see the cupola and so many other things, which I wish that everyone should just, come and see. So it would be really exciting for me to host you all. Also, please pardon me if actually since 9th July, my throat is not giving me full throttle. So if at all in between I need to drink some water, so please allow me and pardon me onto that. Just, trying to tell you that the universe fathom, that means, how vast the universe is very, very difficult to say. But where are we, on which particular place, what we call Earth, has certain specific things which I wish that you should know. That these are certain small rectangles which are having their own numbers and their own way of telling something that is increasing from 2.2 million to 8.2 billion to 200 billion to 1 trillion and so on and on and on, right? So these are numbers which are really very awe-striking number, that we are just in the middle of the top row, 8.2 billion people living on this earth, with so many millions of animals, trillions of trees, birds, fungus, insect, microbes, the serpents, the sea life, and all the type of bacteria. We are seeing that we have the right to pollute this whole earth with all the liberty, which is absolutely wrong, because we don't have second earth. Remember this. Before we go on, you have to remember that if tomorrow morning something goes wrong, then it would be like this, right? We are right now heading towards WW3, not WWF, right? Not Wrestling Federation, but we are heading towards World War III. We are going to probably, vanish every different species that is there on Earth. So you should understand that astronomy is the only science which is going to save us from every aspect that is coming as a bombardment from across the universe. You must be knowing that the Earth has magnetic field around it, where the bombardment from every angle, we are saved here very nicely. But suppose if we have to move to Moon or Mars, then it would be very tough, because on Moon you know that there is no atmosphere, and on Mars it's very thin atmosphere. We may run, but ultimately we may not survive. We are actually, heading very negative way along with the positive side. So let's simply, understand the positive aspect of it. That once what we thought was Earth as a center, which is called a geocentric model. So many different civilizations, across the time gap of say thousands of years, they tried to give importance to the visible night sky, to the stars, and pyramid is one of that, which is giving importance to stars. Now, very less must be knowing that the pyramids are constructed in a way where there is a specific constellation called Orion constellation up there, and this constellation, I don't know whether it is, giving actually energy, whether it is an alien structure or what, but the construction of these three pyramids are based upon the alignment and brightness of the Orion's belt. You can see here 7 big stars: Betelgeuse, Bellatrix, the Regal, Saiph, Alnitak, Alnilam, and Mintaka. So these three stars are in a way simply representing our pyramids with the size and the shape. Why it was so? Because they just thought that the energy is flowing from some place to us in a specific way. You can see that even Giza pyramid, even the World Trade Center, there were 3 different towers in the same manner where the Giza's pyramids were there. Even in Indian mythology, we call Orion as a Nataraj because that is a source of energy. You might be knowing, might not be knowing, but the 6 feet tall Nataraj statue is established just at the gate of Sun, not SUN, Sun, CERN, Sun, where the different Higgs boson, the God's particle, is created. So there are different mythological things which is a kind of a base for so many different mythological structure, whether it is a pyramid. If you see here, you can see this on the left lower corner. Everyone must be knowing which star is that. It is a Sirius, the brightest star of the night sky. And in the middle, you can see the Orion constellation. It has been considered that when these pyramids were created, that time this particular Polaris was not a pole star. Our Earth is wobbling like this, and this wobble, it is taking so many thousands of years, 25,778 years. So in that one full circle, when the pyramids were created, it was the Thuban, the star which is visible here. So the Thuban was the star which was at the pole, and it is said to be that from inside chambers you can see specific stars, and the energy is received to the pharaohs of Egyptian pyramids. Okay. So all these structures like this, even the Stonehenge, if you see the Stonehenge is showing the first observatory some 3-4 thousand years back. They considered where the sun is rising, whether it is the Uttarayan or it is Dakshinaya. This has been calculated. You know the Jantar Mantar that is there in our India at 5 different places, where it is called the stone telescopes, or stone panchang, where every movement of these celestial bodies called planets or the nakshatra, the background of the moon and sun have been recorded very nicely here. You might also be knowing this structure, which is the Castillo, that is in Peru, where the serpent is created on the same day when the earth, sun is aligned in a way where the day and night is same. So only twice in a year the sun rises exactly from east, and on that day you can see that the shadow, now constructing something so huge, while the shadow should exactly fall on the 21st or 22nd of September and March. That is incredible. Whether that time this technology of GPS, technology of mechatronics was there or not, but we know that it was not there. So whether it has been created by us or an alien, you can see number of such huge figures as a probability of this creation is denoting something which we are still unable to understand, right? So many such cave paintings, every aspect is telling us whether we are ahead of our time or behind our time. That is also been not so clear. This is a Nazca strip which is also showing nearly more than a kilometer long blank strip, whether it was created for the alien ships to land here or not. We all know that this is the near face of our solar system, and now the fathom of the universe is like this, that the earth is in the center. Suppose if we consider, then the moon is approximately 384,400 kilometers away, just moving around the earth. Those who are willing to answer my question, understand this, I'll not open the mic right now, but if you wish to answer my question, you can jot down my questions later on. You may write to me, or you may just tell me at the end of the session that why it is so that every month when the full moon and new moon is coming, why there are no eclipse taking place. This is just for the children who are new to astronomy. So if you know why it is so, please keep that into your piece of paper. We will tell at the end of the session. Now you must also be knowing that the solar system is having 8 large planet and a 5 dwarf planet. So you can see here that the Earth Sun system is just sitting here, and the solar system is very large. This solar system itself is covered with Oort's cloud, And in this slide, you can see the sun is in the middle. Here it is written as a soul, and in the blue color you can see the soul. So around that there are so many stars which are called neighboring star. The nearest star is Proxima Centauri. This star is 4.26 light years away. Now, for us, looking to the vast distances of the universe, which is 13.78 billion years before the universe in a Big Bang, started. Right now, it is considered that the probable diameter of universe is 93 billion light years. Compared to that, 4.3 light year is just a small, unit. But to reach there, how much time it will take, that you have to calculate that at the speed of light at 3 lakh kilometer per second you can reach after 4 years. But the fastest one, which is the fastest, do write down. I'll tell you in my progressive slides, that which is the fastest going satellite or a probe that we have created right now which is working. Okay, if we go little out, then the solar system lies somewhere here. In the blue color you can see the solar system is written, and there it is in a Orion Cygnus arm. You can see that the galaxy is very large, very huge. Approximately 1 lakh light year is a physical distance of two different arms extending apart. If I put that galaxy like this, then the thickness in the middle would be 2000 light years. There are two globes which are very hot, that also I'll tell you about. Let's go further away first. The galaxy which we are living in is a Milky Way galaxy, but along with our galaxy, there are 54 different galaxies which makes a local group of galaxy, where Andromeda and M33 are two another large galaxies in our 54 galaxies. So you can see now slowly in our galaxy, you can't see sun, you can't see our earth, and you can't see yourself. Here you can see the Laniakea, where the local group is again in the middle somewhere here with a blue color. So you can see that so many different clusters which are nothing else. Every dot is group of galaxies, not one galaxy. Every dot is a group of a galaxy, and that thing is here in the red color dot. And this particular figure is a probably billions of galaxies that creates the visible universe. Virgo supercluster, and this one is the local observable universe. Fine. Once we reach this place, once we understood that, okay, from Earth to out to out to out to out, and then the visible universe is there, which is said to be 93 billion light years across, we were very happy. We clapped and we enjoyed that. Wow, we have understood so much in the universe. And then suddenly a next step took place, that the visible universe is merely ordinary matter, is just 4.9 percentage, or say 5 percentage. Rest of the thing is yet to discover. So those who are young right now, those who are feeling like looking for something, then they have so much to learn, so much to research into, that what is this dark matter and what is this dark energy, how to interact with it. Right now it is still in a very baby stage. We are crawling right now to understand these aspects. So ordinary matter, we probably think that we have understood many of the aspects, but dark matter and dark energy are so called dark because we are not knowing much about it, right? If I tell you about astronomy, then there are so many words that just appears in front of you, that the comet and moon and sun and calendar and black hole and light and what not. Means continuously there can be bombardment of numerous words which may be known to you, may be unknown to you. We need to explore every word to understand astronomy. We have always thought that we are the only one in the whole universe, probably dancing here and trying to see. But so many questions which one should always understand, that are these questions being answered properly when you are studying? Are these questions being understood properly? What are the reasons behind, why the earth is tilted, or why the Venus is upside down, why Uranus is moving on its equator, why this moon is changing phases, why we have season, why moon is rising late, why everything that is visible is either rotating or revolving. All these questions must be understood in a very nice and clear manner to understand astronomy very well. Whether it is astronomy, it's a cosmology, it's a space science, astrophysics, astrochemistry, astrobiology, all these things, I tell you, are in fact very interesting to know, but for everything you require years and years to understand. Suppose if I many times I see that this question, why is moon so large near the horizon? So in that case it's too tough to answer that. Why the moon looks bigger when it is at the horizon, and why it becomes smaller when it goes up? Students may have such questions, and it's our responsibility to answer all these, right? You might also be knowing that this is something very weird, but happy birthday should never happen. Why happy birthday should never happen? We always thought that the sun is here, the earth is completing one orbit around it, but it is not so. The sun is orbiting like this, as you can see in this slide, that it is orbiting around the center of our galaxy. So we never come back to the same position. We keep on moving like a spring. So you should only consider that when we come back to the same place, we should enjoy the happy birthday song. But still, we are in a baby stage of understanding many of the things. So we celebrate birthday whenever we complete one year around the sun. Now, what is 1 year? How many of you know that the what is the difference between 24 hours daytime and 23 hours 56 minutes and 4.019 second? What is the actual rotation or revolution of the earth? You know that the sun or the solar system is moving around the galaxy. You can see here, right? It's moving in a yellow color, and there are so many galaxies. There are 77 such satellite galaxies that are orbiting, passing through our galaxy. Our galaxy is dancing also. You might not be knowing, but our galaxy is wobbling and it is dancing like this. Very few things are being known to general public, and my interest as a space tutor, as someone who is trying to make all the concept in a very lucid manner, I would like that everyone should understand different topics and aspects. The flat earth and the spherical earth, these so many thousands of years people just thought about the flat, then the spherical idea came. Still in the school we are teaching these things, and still every student just go this way, that oh my god, we are not understanding. If we are on a sphere, why are not falling down? If we are standing on this side, why the American people are not falling down? From geocentric to heliocentric, every model that are shown here, every model has its own limitation. If you look at the night sky, then you can see something like this, which we call as demon. And in a previous era, it was considered as a bad omen, that if the comet is visible, it's a bad omen. From there to now, when the JWST has taken this beautiful picture of Karina, you know the mindset is changing to so many different level, that now we are understanding, considering that the science itself is very complicated but very easy to understand if we consider that the method in which we are telling is easier, then everyone can understand. This mythological figure of Ravan, carrying Sita on its a Pushpak Vimana. So the Vimana is there, it's a flying thing. So since ages, since thousands of years, the mythological stories, so many stories are, having that there is, angel which is coming and, trying to solve the problem or give some, blessings and all. We always, try to go up there in the sky. The beginning was through the firecracker, then the balloon, and then ultimately 1903, the Wright brothers started this first flight, and Robert Goddard, who flew this first rocket when the new era began to explore the unknown. You all must be knowing that Voyager 1 and Voyager 2, and prior to Voyager, there were also two more, Pioneer 10 and 11, which also traveled through the solar system. But Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 are still actively, giving back some data. So just think of 1977 era. I still remember that in 1976, the India got the Peej station, the first TV station in India, where the television started. This I'm talking 1977, where they sent two probes which are still sending a signal, having energy, and trying to tell us what is out there at the end of our solar system. See, when you are trying to consider that the progress of this science should be understood very well. In that manner, I would like to tell you two things. Number one, 100 years back, when Einstein said that there is another type of wave called gravitational wave, then everybody were laughing at him and they were saying there cannot be a gravitational wave because the space is empty. There is nothing. What will ripple? What will ripple? And he said the space itself ripples. That was insane idea that time, but after 100 years, we came to know that there are gravitational waves. So in the same manner, which I am showing you right now, that the heliopause, these were all the theoretical aspects, that there would be a termination shock, there would be interstellar space, helio sheath, everything, the sun is traveling in one direction, so there can be, kind of a tail like or radiation that would be just, following the sun, solar system and all. So Voyager is right now sending us a data, and we are trying to enjoy it from the very uh, easy way. That okay, now we are going to get some data that the cosmic bombardment is more than the solar radiation and all. These are the kind of progress that we have made since past so many decades. Fine, let's go ahead some elsewhere. Understand that we are spoiling the earth, and we have come across so many different eon era periods, right? You all must be knowing those who are interested in planetary science. For them, this particular slide I have kept that from Hadean period to Precambrian to Phanerozoic. This Phanerozoic has a different type of era, from Paleozoic to Mesozoic to Cenozoic and all. Now we have only understood that the rock, either it is asteroid or a comet that had come and that just devastated the whole earth. Nothing survived, and that is wrong. It was the fifth extinction. So the first extinction is what you can see here, was in Ordovician period, 444 million years ago. Then late Devonian period, then Endopermian, then the end of Triassic period. All these and the Jurassic, right? So all these time, something came and it banged with Earth. You can see that 86%, 75%, 96%, 80%, 76% of the species are gone. Do you think that if Sofutia is not saved, this Sofutia will be saved with the rock that will be coming to Earth? It won't save us, right? So we have to do some progress in understanding astronomy as fast as possible, so that we can save ourselves and go ahead some elsewhere in our solar system where the probability of survival is there. So many different objects that are there. Either it is a planet or it is a natural satellite. I know that now number of natural satellite has increased from 16 and 14 when Voyager was sent in 1977. That time it was just 16 natural satellites with Jupiter and 14 with Saturn. Now the number has 292 with Saturn and 115 with Jupiter. So it has increased multi-fold times. So the probability of going and staying there increases. But it is not so easy to create any such thing. Right? I'm trying to show you different aspects of astronomy. I'm not going in a linear fashion. I'm just trying to give understanding that these are the probabilities into which you can think more and more. Whether suppose tomorrow morning you got a call from Elon Musk that, hello, yeah, I'm just looking for someone who can create a very nice design for the Martian exploration, and we want to create one civilization steady on the Mars. Then you have to study a lot about Mars. You have to study about the geological aspect, the meteorological aspect of Mars, the technology, the thin atmosphere where you have to fly through that thin atmosphere. All these aspects you cannot convert any place in the solar system the way we have created on Earth. It's too tough because you saw that 5 times it has been devastated. We don't know whether tomorrow the rock will come or not. You can see these beautiful nice style like marbles. So these marbles are nothing else but out of 8 trillion probable exoplanet. Understand, this is a probability. 8 trillion exoplanet only in our Milky Way galaxy, nowhere else. In only our Milky Way galaxy. Out of that, yes, we have discovered some 7,000 planets. Majorly are of gas. Very few are super Earth. There is a kind of a very beautiful equation called a Drake equation, where what is the probability of having a life some elsewhere. If you have never seen this equation, I'll just ask you to just go through the bottom line, that the technology advanced civilization in our Milky Way, how many, that is n. So the rate of star forming, fraction of stars with planets, number of planets per solar system suitable for life, fraction of those planets which actually contain life, those with intelligent life, those can be detectable and those can survive how long. So in that way, if we put the probability of averaging out, then you can see how many number of such alien life is possible. If you think that you are alone, then you are mistaken. If you think that there are so many of them, then also the question arises. Then why couldn't they come to us before? Why haven't they yet reached us? Why can't we know anything about them? But trust me, suppose if a planet approximately say 10,000 light years away is having intelligent life, it has just opened up the telescope which is powerful enough to see even the smallest human on earth. Before 10,000 years, probably there would be very few people living on earth, and the area which they might have scanned, they might not have found anything, and they would say that this planet is a dead planet. The same is vice versa. If suppose right now we are seeing number of planets which are so many light years far away, so we are seeing the position of that planet that many years ago, not today. So if today there is a developed life like our life, then we may have to wait long, right? If you see that there is another way in which the type of civilization that can be found. So these are 7 different types of civilization that is possible, and we are right now falling as 0.7. We are not even falling in a first type of category because we are not yet fully utilizing the energy source that is available in our own planet. These are, just, fact that is out there. I'm not showing you anything new right now. Everyone must be, knowing all these aspects. I told you one more thing in the beginning, that which is the one that goes the fastest, so that we can reach to the nearest exoplanet fastest. So this is Parker Solar Probe, which is traveling at 192 kilometer per second. Very good, 192 kilometer per second. Very fast. Compared to that, the light travels 3 lakh kilometer per second. And at that speed, you can reach to the nearest one after 4.26 years. So how much time will our probe take? You can't imagine. You are all mathematic guy. You can just calculate that, right? Whether the nearby planet is habitable or not, that also is a question. Whether we are, asking them that you can be a habitable zone. So that also is, very typical, because our geology, our meteorology, our geography requires to be there so that we can survive out there. This is going to be, a blast for us, that we don't have any technology where right now we can go to any place very far away. We don't have any technology. If something huge, the last extinction took place because of just a 12-kilometer diameter, just a 12-kilometer diameter rock came and it hit the earth, and more than 70% of the life just got over. We have no choice but to, stay here, to progress and try to show whatever talent we have, to look for a better technology, to go out there and stay some elsewhere. This is, end of my one of the session. If you wish, I can go further, or we can have some small question answer session. Hemant Kumarji, if you feel like I should, still go ahead, I can show you little more slides.
Yes, sir. You can take 10-15 minutes more.
Fine. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. So many students came and they asked that, what do we have to learn to know astronomy? The first thing comes is physics, because the laws that govern the universe, everything that it is made up of, you have to know physics. So many different ways in which even the small part of physics, if we call as astrophysics, then, even if the variable star, then are only very small thing. There are stars of a different size. In that, there is one typical thing which is called a variable, so that can be intrinsic and extrinsic. How many different types of stars are there? So, every small thing has so many different branches. You can, enter into any of these, and ultimately you can reach to astronomy. But astronomy is also chemistry. Why chemistry? Because everything that we see is made up of some element out there. We have found sugar even in the molecular cloud. We have found sugar or water molecules at so many different places. Everything that you see in this slide are all having chemical composition, and without understanding the chemistry, we cannot, understand astronomy perfectly. So you need to know astronomy also. Fine. What else? Mathematics. Yes, mathematics, because to know every aspect, mass, trajectory, distance, anything, you need to know mathematics. And whether it is, the distance, or whether it is the frequency, everything is depending upon mathematical calculation. So you should know maths also to understand astronomy. There are multiple branch of mathematics. You cannot, just say that, okay, which part of mathematics is good for astronomy. Every part is must. Fine. What else? Geology. Why geology? Because planetary surface evolution science. If you go to Jupiter, if you go to Mars, if you go to any other place, you need to know geology, because without that, you cannot understand what is the probability of staying out there. Every planet has its own geology, time scale. We have our own time scale. Fine. What else? Medicine. Now, this is another way in which, you have to understand that the space medicine is a new branch. But without that, now the life is not possible. If you are up there in International Space Station, if you are sneezing, then your sneeze will tomorrow be gulped by you, right? So everything out there needs to be, a new branch, but you have to understand medicine very well, so that if you know astronomy, then you know medicine also. Fine. What else? Computer. Without that, you know that nothing is possible. In this International Space Station picture, you can see there are all computers everywhere. If you go to NASA, you go to JAXA, if you go to SpaceX, if you go to ISRO, without computer, you cannot do anything, right? Life science. Without that, we cannot, understand that how we are going to survive out there. So different type of life understanding is also necessary to understand astronomy. Aeronautics, yes, human in space. Without this, we cannot go up there. Every aspect now, a new era has come up where the space travel is possible as a vacation. People will be taking up there. So if you know perfectly how to, build something like International Space Station, then only all these things are possible. Fine. What else? Communication. Without communication, you cannot decode any signal that is you are sending or you are bringing back. So these are just different types of things that I wish that everyone should know, whether it is rocketry. In rocket also, what type of fuel, what type of metallurgy, what type of civil engineering, by the what type of fuel that is required. Solar energy, because everywhere there are no petrol pump, or there is nothing like where you can just replenish your requirement of energy. So solar energy, that there is a very beautiful probability that the moon is going to have solar panels across the equator of the moon. Now then it will be harnessed from there and it will be sent to earth. So a new era of solar energy is also coming up. Without robotics, we cannot go anywhere. That we send robots first to any surface, whether it is, if that probes landed on Venusian surface, Martian surface, moon, and even on Titan, the natural satellite of Saturn. So this is upcoming Audi that would be there probably on Mars. That this is a helicopter that was there on the surface of Mars. We are already, planning to send across our own Vyom out there as a robot. Engineering aspects are very, very crucial, because without that, nothing is possible. You can see all these engineering branches. All these engineering branches are, vital to understand astronomy, because without everyone's coordination, we cannot leave our Earth, right? Philosophy. This is something very, very interesting. I tell you that without philosophy, the progress of science is impossible. Had there not been a philosophy of that, the apple falling onto Newton's head and, thinking about the gravity, had not there been, a thought about the gravitational wave in the Einstein's mind, there cannot be, so the philosophy is a base of, the progress of a science. This is the picture which is already been known by so many people, that the universe is very vast. We are in the center. Everywhere the universe is nearly, same in all directions. And we have to, go ahead. I'll just give us a flying glance beyond our solar system. With each slide, you will be going away from the solar system, right? And you can see that different things which are there, from Proxima Centauri to the nearest first exoplanet, that was 51 Pegasi b, to 400. Like, you can see the distance and you can see number of objects that are there. You can see this as a seven sister or a Pleiades. I'm not telling you all the names, but you can see that the different things are out there, which are taken so beautifully, captured so beautifully by different telescopes like JWST, that is James Webb Space Telescope, or say Hubble Space Telescope, or Chandra, or now you can say that Gaia. All these, you can see that we are receding slowly and steadily away from the Earth, We are trying to show very beautiful pictures. You cannot see all these things with even the largest of the telescope through your eyes. All these are photographic images. Photographic plates working differently than our human eye, where the light captured is very, very fine tuned. We cannot see these many colors. We can see very simple black and whitish things. But when we open the aperture of any camera for a longer time, then you can see all these beautiful things. You can see this as a fetus nebula. You can see this as an ant nebula. Every time, I'm clicking one thing, we are going away from the surface of the earth. We are, just going away, away, away. We have reached 5,000, 6,000 light years. This is the Crab Nebula, the first one, which was visible even in the daytime, 6,500 light years away from where the star, just busted out. All these things are showing us that astronomy or the space science is really a rocket science. But if we understand through a very simple words and manner, then we can, achieve a very good height, which already we have achieved. But now it is time for us. In 2019, Narendra Modi ji opened up in space, where beyond ISRO, people can now have their own space company. They can manufacture their own satellite. They can have their own payload. They can have their rocket launch pads. Every aspect they can have. And all through all this, I think now more than 200 companies have come on the surface in India, like SpaceX in the America. You can, now say that we have opportunity, but for that purpose, it's IAPTs, as a base, because physics teachers are the one who is, trying to boost every student out there to give them understanding about astronomy more and more. So now we have reached to the center of our own galaxy, where the supermassive black hole, this picture is that of the center of our massive black hole, which we call Sagittarius A star. This is our Milky Way Galaxy, and you know that we are having a neighboring galaxy, Andromeda Galaxy, and this one is M87 supermassive black hole in the center of that. And there are so many galaxies out there. All these dot is nothing else but nearly 200 to 400 billion star in each dot. So that is, a kind of a presentation that I wanted to give to all those students who always wanted to know something more in astronomy, how to do, what to do, and what are the probabilities. So I hope this will open up your new horizon, and trust me, to know all these things even with sensory experience, zero digitally, then you can visit to our Space Gurukul of India, my museum in Ahmedabad. Thank you so much, Hemant Bhai, for giving me this chance of speaking to so many.
Thank you so much, Tanmay sir, for such a elaborated and mesmerizing talk. You have covered in two parts, and you have shown us totally different dimension of astronomy, which we kept on talking till date. But that is, I think, out of your huge experience of more than 40 years, and you have divided your talk in two parts. That is very good idea, and especially in first part, we have seen many things which we have never talked about in our sessions or in our astronomy classes. So we learned a lot from your talk, sir. And second part was also very useful for young students connected with us. Now they know that what are the requirements in going to astronomy exploration through astrophysics, and all requirements you have explained in very simple words. So for such a nice talk for NASNI, thank you so much, sir. Now I invite queries and questions from our participants. Now the house is open and anybody can ask question from Tanmay sir directly.
So two things. If
Yes,
there are
sir.
no questions, then everyone has understood everything.
Okay.
Or no one has understood anything. So I'll take the first part that everything was very easy to
No,
understand.
actually, sir, in every class, one has to start one question.
Okay,
Then,
okay,
another question crop up. So
okay,
I
okay,
will
okay.
start, I will take
Thank
the
you,
lead to ask
thank you.
that question.
Please, please,
Uh,
please, please.
So in first part, I have seen, sir, that you have shown the universe or cosmological idea in cylindrical form.
Yes,
I think it is due to you want to show the uh, specific or three-dimensional positions of all uh, celestial bodies, whether galaxies or other planets or other bodies in the sky.
correct, 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 correct.
So, and you have also shown the size of the universe as compared to our own uh, galaxy or our solar system.
Correct, sir.
So, sir, can we now identify where that Big Bang held in this universe? Was it in the center or was it somewhere else in that cylinder, sir?
How sweet, how sweet. The cylinder is busted. Okay. So see, whatever I have shown is whatever is prevailing. Okay, number one. In my idea, in my way of seeing astronomy is absolutely different. I am not fully agreeing with one big bang since beginning. Means since I have understood astronomy, because had it been somewhere, suppose if right suppose if right now I'm staying somewhere and if I'm seeing that the balloon is being inflated and something like this, then that there has to be some center from where the whole thing started. I asked this question to so many of the scholars across my long journey, but somehow either my knowledge of astronomy is less or their way of talking was little higher than what I could understand. So in my view, if you understand the birth of any star, suppose let's consider we know how the star take birth, that there is a small molecular cloud somewhere which is inactive. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are
Okay,
audible, sir.
okay, okay. Suppose there is a molecular cloud which is inactive somewhere. To activate that cloud, it requires some energy, some force from outside. So, say, suppose there is a supernova here. This supernova gave a shock wave to this molecular cloud, and molecular cloud started, getting the energy. It just, started churning, and it got number of stars taking birth. Okay, fine. Had it been a more, it would be difficult that anything could have started. So there has to be the exact force in which it is to be given, otherwise the whole cloud will dissipate. Fine. If I consider that there is a black hole where we are still unable to understand the actual physics behind it, whether there is a wormhole on the other side or not, all these things are, I believe, means in my view, it is still we are growing to understand all these aspects. But in case of Big Bang, after the deployment of JWST, when it discovered six fully uh, grown galaxies at the age of our visible universe, 13 billion years away, if we are seeing fully grown galaxies like our own galaxy, then that is too difficult to understand that how can in the beginning itself there can be a fully grown galaxy. So there can be another bang somewhere where there can be multiple bang. In my view, there cannot be one big bang. there has to be number of, so that the probability of explaining anything out there. Now after the discovery, instead of 13.78, now there is a debate going on between 26.78 billion years ago the Big Bang might have taken place, like that. But still, as I said, that we are unable to understand multiverse, parallel universe. All these things are still the mental thing which we are trying to understand. But I am not satisfied with one Big Bang. I'm sorry for that.
Thank you so much, sir. Actually, similar question we tackle or we face when we used to go for star parties or such gatherings. So
Yeah.
innocent minds of young students, they such question crop up in their minds.
True,
And
true,
they
true.
ask us, and we are not able to answer it. So I thought that
No, very true, very true.
Tanmay
But
sir,
we have to keep that open for them to explore. Say that
yes,
these
yes,
are the things which are still prevailing, and you have to understand it more and try to deep inside more. I tell you one thing before we conclude this. I think the 1 hour is about to complete. So I wish everyone who is loving astronomy should not consider that as a rocket science. Rocket science, love it, just love it. Start a small hobby, be in it, look at the stars, start reading 5 minutes a day, and one day that will pile up in a way that that information will become a knowledge, and you
yes.
can definitely reach the sky. I
Answer
know.
will come.
Yeah, answer will
Yeah,
come.
you are right. Now we have more questions, sir.
Yes, please.
Let us take the question of Tapas.
Yeah. Yes,
Tapas,
Tapas.
please go on with your question.
That I don't understand the debate equation that.
The equation of alien life.
Yes.
Okay. That is called the Drake equation. Now Drake equation is for a little higher physics student, but I'll just explain you what is the probability of finding the life in the universe needs to be first of all mathematically being calculated. If you wish to calculate that, then you need to have some parameters. So the first parameter, that there has to be a planet. And for that purpose, the rogue planet, that means the planet not having any parent star, is not possible. So every planet need to be scrutinized for certain things, that it is with the specific condition, whether it is habitable or not. If it is habitable, then whether the life form is possible or not. If the life form is possible, suppose if you are suddenly like this in a fraction of a second, if I send you back 66 million years ago, if you are right now standing beside the dinosaur, and now it would be very tough for you to think that can there be human in the future. No, because by the time you think, the rock will come, it will devastate the whole earth, you are also gone, everything is gone. Suppose at that same time, if you are looking at one planet and saying, no, 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 this planet has nothing on it, it's all gone. But after few million years, if you once again see that planet, you have a life like us. Are you getting? So this is a Drake equation. I'm just telling you in very simple manner.
One question is from Manthan also, sir.
Yes,
Manthan,
please.
please go ahead with question. Manthan. Yes.
Sir, how did they take the photo of the black hole? Of the black hole Sagittarius A?
You have to first of all read about Event Horizon Telescope, EHT. Just have a small look at it. I'll just explain you in very quick manner that to take a photograph of either M87 black hole or our own black hole, you require a huge radio telescope, which is not possible because our Earth itself is a very small. And in that case, if you have so many radar telescope which are combined as a one telescope, you can take a picture of that. So that way, this picture of our Sagittarius A star is taken, and the same way the M87 is taken with us.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Now I invite our National President, Professor B.K. Aluwalia, sir.
Yes.
Sir, why?
Hello,
Ji, namaste.
hello, namaste.
Yes.
I'm Dr. Aluwalia,
Namaste.
Aman,
Namaste.
and may I
Namaste.
speak? Thank you very much, sir, for your wonderful talk.
Good
And I
morning.
really particularly liked one aspect of it was that studying astronomy means that you should have a kind of a multidisciplinary approach to fully appreciate the implications of what this universe is. I think that
Ji,
was the highlight of your lecture, particularly in
ji,
the second part.
ji,
I
ji.
really appreciate that aspect which you really brought out.
Thank you, sir.
And I'm really delighted to know about your venture at Ahmedabad, where our, you can call the space uh, uh, star. He's a space star right now, isn't it? He visited your Gurukula and appreciated what you have created
It
for the
would be
young
pleasure. It
minds.
would be pleasure to host you. That all the IAPT committee members, please come once.
Yes.
Trust me, you will love it like anything. As already Shubhanshu sir visited, and he has, appealed everyone to at least come once and see this. It is not something which is going to be, only the nightlife thing. It will be a life-like thing. It would be for the whole life. You will be seeing that, not only the dreams, but you will live sensorily. There is no digital media out there, no screen, nothing. Please try to come. I would love that the whole team should visit once.
Yes, we will definitely try this. Another thing which I really appreciate is uh, your idea of understanding these things by studying slowly and steadily and appreciating what is going on.
Yes, thank
And
you.
you know, the vastness of this universe can only be appreciated with lot of patience. And it should not be just, knowing the names, but
Correct.
going beyond the names.
Very true, sir. Very true.
And what makes something which we call galaxy, what goes inside it, how they have evolved, where have we reached today,
Correct.
where the physics of the galaxy comes,
Yep.
where does the chemistry of the galaxy comes. These are wonderful aspects which you have really highlighted.
Thank you
I
so much.
think that really must have unfolded before young minds
Yes,
the
sir.
importance of various subjects which have been evolving to appreciate the whole universe.
Thank you so
And I remember what Albert Einstein said, that
Yes.
the best part of this is that we can understand if we try to understand things.
We take our
And I think with that, I would
How sweet.
thank you very much
Thank you.
for coming to our NASNI forum
Thank you.
and sharing your beautiful slides and your thoughts with us. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Pleasure
you
it's
very much,
always.
sir. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much, sir. You are always with us in this talk and you encourage us and inspire us. Thank you very much for your support, sir. Now, in the end of this talk, I will invite Professor Ranjita Deka from Assam. She is one of our founder members.
जी.
to propose a vote of thanks to our esteemed speaker, Madam Deka.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much, Shri Tanmaye Vyas ji, for such an illuminating talk and also illuminating our minds with such a wonderful description on the topic Fathom of Universe. We also came to know so many interesting things about things like the link of the pyramids with the universe, the different aspects of astronomy, Drake equation, the big five mass extinctions in Earth's history, the Kardashev scale theory, space medicine, and also exploring the astronomy and space. All these talks were really interesting and something new to us,
Thank you.
especially space medicine. Didn't know that for space you needed something, the medicine was also there. I wish we could know more about space medicine next time maybe.
It would be once you will be visiting my space museum. We are coming up with a space medicine section to show students that what and how it is affecting us, the microgravity, and how to deal with that. So that section is right now coming up.
So the medical fraternity, they will also have to learn about space medicine.
Yes, they are already learning. Without that basic knowledge, they cannot go up there. If tomorrow morning something goes wrong out there, then the basic thing they are definitely knowing. Even Shubhanshu sir has to understand what is CPR, and how to measure the blood pressure, or how to take the blood sample and how to put that into petri dish and evaluate that. So basic thing they must know. Otherwise, it becomes very tough. And now, yes, please.
Just here, I would like to ask you a small thing. The way we measure the blood pressure here on Earth, will it be the same when we measure up in the universe? Or will
Yeah.
it be so
Yeah, like
different?
means when the tube itself is in a vacuum, right now whatever mercury that we are using, that mercury pressure is already there, and there is nothing like outside pressure that is affecting it. Out there, the pressure is different because our body fluid acts differently. Here when we are standing like this, the whole fluid is being pulled by the earth's gravity. Out there, since we are floating, the the fluid acts differently, and so the probability is so different out there that the physiology changes. Your face is increased, your ocular pressure is different, your bone density is changes. So all these things are really very very important to know. While we are setting up our station up there on Mars, we have to travel 7 months, and for 7 months you have to be so fit. Otherwise it would be when you reach there you die. So that is no use. So you have to know that space medicine is one of the most beautiful upcoming aspect.
Thank you so much, sir. We learned a lot from your talk. And it was really very, very interesting.
Thank you.
I also extend my thanks to our IIPT President, Professor P.K. Aliwalia, sir, for always encouraging us. I would like to thank Professor S.W. Anwane, sir, Dr. Arvind Kulkarni, sir, Dr. Govinda Lakhotia, and Professor Hemant Kumar for their presence here today. Last but not the least, thanks also to everyone present here today and making the program such a grand success. Thank you so much. Thank you once again.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Madam Deka, for a vote of thanks. Now, finally, we are very thankful to Tanmay sir, and whenever we will be in, Ahmedabad, we will certainly visit your Gurukul, and we will also take a look, and we will also learn why visiting. Yeah. Thank you so much. And yes,
I'll just tell you one last thing, that those who are right now present, right now I am working as a management consultant in a pharma firm.
Okay, sir.
Previously I was working with a chartered accountant firm as a manager admin HR. prior to that, I had my own industry of textile auxiliary. I had my ice plant. I had my washing powder plant. I had my dyes intermediate. There was nothing like astronomy anywhere. But astronomy is running in my blood. It's
Yeah,
my
yeah,
passion.
that is your passion. Yes.
So anyone can get into this. So
So
I wish.
we are very lucky to meet such passionate astronomer and learn so much from your passion and
Thank you.
experience of more than 4 decades. And we are lucky and we have learned so much, sir.
Thank you.
And
Thank you so much.
certainly we will love to have you again on some other topic in
For
NASNI.
sure. It would be lovely thing.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so much.
much.
Thank
Thank
you,
you all
everyone.
the participants. Thank you.
Thank
Now
you.
we sign
Thank
off
you
from
so
this
much,
session.
sir.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, beta. Bye for now.
Thank you, sir.